YouTube, we back with another one, man. Today we reacting to this dude, Onzy Lamur. I don't know who this is, but my first time reacting to him, bro. You know what I'm saying? We finna get into it, bro. It's called One Girl Destroyed My Friend Group 2. So, yeah, man, let's see what's going on, bro. I watched a little bit of it in the beginning, so he finna give us a recap, I guess, from the first video, and then I ain't seen the rest of it, so let's see what it's about. Oh, look, the first video right there. But it was 3 months ago. One girl destroyed my friend group. It is what it is. Let's see what it's talking about, man.
Testing, 1, 2. Recap. So one girl destroyed my friend group, and that girl was my best friend, Ari. But before it all fell apart, it had to get started, which is when I met this one dude named Zane, who invited me to kick it with him and some of his friends, Noah, Kim, Cam, Andre, Ace, Rich, and Louie. And at first, it was pretty awkward because no one knew Zane invited me. But after cracking a few jokes here and there, it cleared the tension until I started chatting with one of the girls in the group, Cam, who was actually Louie's ex, which made Louie and Andre my biggest haters because Andre and Louie were best friends. Until some time passed and me and Andre became cool, but Louie never stopped giving me the...
Yo, it's your ex-girlfriend. What you think she gonna do? It's one of these stories. Alright, man. Shouts out to bro, man, but this is crazy.
Shoulder. So I left him alone and became close friends with Noah and Zane. When one day, Ari hit me up out of the blue one night, apologizing because she had been ghosting me while dealing with her toxic relationship. So I forgave her and introduced her to my new friend group when out of nowhere, Louie takes an interest in my best friend. How old are you?
I'm trying to tell you, here they go, being children. Oh my gosh.
I'm only a year older than Lemur, and my birthday is right after his, so...
What is happening right now?
So I'm only a year older than you.
Nice.
That's real nice.
What do you mean, nice? So there I sat listening to Louie spit game to my best friend, but he was so slick with it that Ari didn't even notice he was gathering all the information he needed to shoot a shot only after knowing her for 30 minutes. And I could have tried the white knight, but it would have been really awkward because people think there's only 2 types of people that white knight. A girl's girl best friend and a guy that's secretly trying to hit. But as Cardi once said, she my best friend, yeah, we not a couple. She a rock star, she a sec. But real talk, I couldn't tell if Louie was really into Ari. So I switched to spectate mode and just observed because Louie wasn't overly going. I wasn't sure if he was up to something because he made it sound like it was just normal conversation. It's just, by Louis standards, a normal conversation is too much.
So you got with his ex-girlfriend, now he trying to get with your best friend. Dudes are petty. He that mad over that girl, bro. That's your ex. She gonna move on, bro. Knowing women, they gonna move on, bro. Everybody move on. It is what it is. What you press for?
In mind, this was the quiet, nonchalant type that I had only ever talked to 3 times. But before I knew it, the day was over, Ari left, and everybody else went to sleep. And that was the end of it. Or so I thought. Yo, Lemur, let's hang out. What? The day after I introduced Ari, Louie's entire demeanor changed from piss off to be my friend. No, be my friend. No, please, be my friend. No. But here's the thing. Everybody in this friend group held grudges, even over the smallest thing. So if anybody got butthurt, it would get toxic real fast. Like I would wake up, see there's 500 messages in the group chat and start reading. First message, Noah called Louie a bitch. Damn, that's the first message. Andre said, fuck me and Noah. What the freak did I do? Kim is sending voice messages of her crying. Zane is getting cried by the and Taze called me a bitch. Rich talked about some added games to the new group chat. Andre said stop texting his ex. And I'm going back to bed. But because of everyone's sensitive nature, when I started ignoring Louie, guess what the new discussion was in the group chat? Man, ever since this girl joined, Lemur been acting different, bro. Oh, so when I want to be in my own lane and not talk to you, it's a problem. So basically what started happening was I would get into these 2v1 situations with Andre and Louis because anything involving Louis automatically includes Andre.
He gonna meet Rod, yeah.
And to sum up the arguments, I was basically the villain starting drama because I was choosing to talk to my best friend instead of that bum who didn't even want to be my friend last week.
Bro, they sound like kids. Be my friend. They sound like females, bro. My friend. Man, I would have said forget all of them. I would have clapped dude ex-girlfriend, went about my business, bro. I don't care about none of that. Y'all tripping.
Started happening was everyone else started wondering if I was a switch up. Even Noah, who at this point was one of my other best friends. It's just before I was a part of this group, Noah had an old best friend that was in this group, and he ghosted the group completely for a girl he was talking to. And everyone was wondering, was I gonna do the same thing? So out of nowhere, I'm on trial trying to defend myself against everybody. And I know you thinking, nah, even facing all this pressure, he's still standing 10 toes down. Yeah, chest pumped. Yeah, this the big lean. Yeah, not the little one. Yeah, we said we not being friends with him no more, and we standing on that. Nah, I folded after like 3 days. Bro, no, because who do I look like defending myself in a group chat with like 10 people, bro? I'm not doing all that. And when one truly thinks about it, it made no sense arguing with Louis just because he wanted to get closer. I had nothing on him, and everybody was in my ear. So after talking about it over and over and over, I started thinking, maybe I am wrong. So I actually started giving Louis a chance. And because Ari was back in my life, I was talking to her a lot. So naturally what happened was Ari just blended into the friend group. And to be honest, it was kind of like Ari filled in the hole that Cam left in the group. Cam had known everyone for a few years, and she was close with everyone, especially Kim. Remember, they were best friends. But the tension between her and Louis was just too much for her to stick around. It's just with her gone, something had been missing until Ari came along. Because the second she started talking, she was the life of the party. But the only difference is for some reason, Kim hated Ari. It was the main difference between Cam and Ari because they were best friends and they were beefing. But it was so weird because Cam was like the mom of the group. Anytime you had a breakup, you go to Kim about it. Anytime you felt overwhelmed, you go to Kim about it. Anytime you needed relationship advice, you go to Kim about it. So you can tell she had this reputation of always being reliable and kind-hearted. But the second Ari was mentioned, oh, I hate that piece of shit. That little, she thinks she's so cool, her red hair. That red-haired bitch. I can't believe you invited her to the group. And you know what, Lemur? Just for that, I got something for you too. That's why you got no hair, no job, no girlfriend. You didn't go to high school, and that's why you're dumb as. I was like, damn. Maybe she just don't like black people. You brick. Her boyfriend is black. Oh yeah. You think she hates him too? Oh my god. And none of us knew what to do about it. Because
like that.
Kim was Andre's girlfriend. So he wasn't about to try and impress his own girl. And Ari was my homegirl. So she always told me when something was up. But whenever I asked Ari what was going on between them, she said she didn't know. And whenever I asked Kim, Andre would tell me to leave it alone. So Ari didn't know what was going on, and when I tried to press the matter further, Andre said, mind my business. So we all kind of just watched as they silently hated each other. And, you know, as strange as it might sound, this isn't what destroyed my friend group. It was something a lot more dramatic, and it happened because I let down my guard around Louis. Around September, August, when summer was finally over, it felt like me and Louis were finally real friends. Everything felt great because excluding the one-sided beef between Kim and Ari, I was feeling optimistic about the next year. Spoiler warning, it was straight ass. Every year after I met this group of people was ass. Somehow in some minuscule, minute way, all of my problems stemmed from meeting this group. These people cursed me. But before that, I still had my little clique of friends on the side. I think I was about to be in sophomore year of high school.
Oh, this high school.
I was in a relationship.
Exactly. This is why it's toxic. Because it's high school. Everybody's still childish. That's what it is. Exactly. Everybody's still kids, man. Ridiculous. Who dealing with that shit?
Girlfriend going 3 years strong. Granted, it was a secret relationship because she was my sister's best friend, but that's for later. And I mention her because my girlfriend will play a role in how this story unfolds. That is how much the drama with these people branches out. But I digress because everything was okay until one night it was just me and Louis talking, and I don't know what it was, but we were having such a good moment, like a good laugh. I kind of got like a little sentimental, and I was like, man, I'm so glad we became friends after having a rough start with each other. And Louis just kind of like, he laughed, but it wasn't like a, oh yeah, man, you so right type of laugh, right? Like he didn't say anything, he just laughed. And to give it a comparison, imagine you tell your girl you love her, and she's like, you so funny. The freak you laughing about? What's so funny? So I took a moment before asking Louis, we are friends, right? And he laughed again before responding with, listen, I know we've been chatting it up and we've been really cool this whole time, but if I'm being honest, bro, wow, this whole time he started all that drama just so he could play in my face like this. And then he said, but listen, if you put me on with Ari, we could be cool, like for real friends.
Bro, who the hell is this? Like, what are you talking about? Bro, you was a boy. You got a penis between your legs. Talking about we can be friends. What you mean talking about we can be friends? Like that's another nigga, I don't care. Listen, bro. We're dudes. Do you really think I care about being he I don't know why he feel that type of way. Like, bro, I'm a grown ass man, bro. You really think I'm finna be sitting over here tripping about being a friend with a dude? Like, boy, if you don't spit game talk, bro, you scared. I'm not helping you with nothing. What you talking about? You scared? You wanna go talk to her? Shoot, you felt some type of way because I was getting at your ex-girlfriend. We'll go try to get some cheeks then. I'm not helping you with nothing. I couldn't have been in the friend group, bro. I couldn't have been in the friend group. I could have.
Thinking, nah, surely after being faced with the truth and realizing how fake he is, you didn't put him on, right? Wow,
you want to be that man friend.
Excuse of a main character I have ever seen in my life.
You want to be that man friend that bad.
So, Ari and Louis started dating within like 2 to 3 weeks. And the only reason I'm not going further into depth about this crucial moment is because what happens right after is even more crucial. Because out of nowhere, Andre and Kim break up. And this was not a clean break. They broke up in front of everybody. In the group chat phone call, there was screaming and yelling and throwing stuff. And even some stuff I don't think I can talk about on YouTube without getting demonetized. But to sum everything up, Kim initiated the breakup and kept saying she couldn't deal with this anymore. And between their relationship and always being the middle person of other people's problems, she'd rather be alone. And while listening to all this screaming and arguing and fighting, I was thinking to myself, that's not crazy to say. Being a therapist friend sucks, and it's not crazy to say that. But this sent Andre into a frenzy where a lot of crazy stuff was mentioning. He was talking about he would do some very insane stuff that I'm not going to say. And afterwards, he just became a shell of what he was. And he also became a lot more aggressive, but specifically towards me, like I was to blame for his relationship ending. And I was trying to be as supportive as I could. But he started projecting his feelings onto me, saying, no matter how much you love your girlfriend, eventually she's gonna leave you too. Damn!
He not wrong. Especially in high school. Nobody in high school is gonna last. Like, you know how rare that is, your high school sweetheart, for y'all to get out of school and she ain't had sex with nobody else, you ain't had sex with nobody else. Y'all wasn't flirting with nobody in school? Come on now, bro. You're not the most attractive. She not the most attractive to you. Like, come on, there's other females that you may want to talk to. There's other dudes that she may want to talk to. I'm not saying that's correct. But what high school student you know is that disciplined and that mature to understand, like, yo, this is my man. I'm not going to cheat on him no matter how much I find another dude attractive. Even though it's not that, but I'm not going to cheat on my significant other, whether it's a male or a female. You think boys and girls is that mature in high school? No. Well, I know females who are getting clapped in high school with boyfriends. I went through it. So, like, nah, high school, bro, you're done, bro. You're done, bro. You know, you getting cheated on in high school, you get a girlfriend. You're getting cheated on. So just accept that and go on about your day.
Just because your relationship went up in flames doesn't mean mine will too. But he was serious. Like, we would have arguments about my relationship. And one time he made it even weirder and said, "Why did you have to make Ari and Louis get together?" Like, what does that have to do with anything? Why would you bring them into this? And I kind of chopped it up to him just being jealous of other people's relationships. But all that created an even bigger wedge between us. And the final straw is when one day Ari hit me up and said, "Andre won't stop texting me." And I didn't want to jump to conclusions. So I called her and she talked to me about how she was trying to be a good friend, letting him vent to her about Kim. But after a while, he started getting flirty with her. And a note to make here is a time frame between their breakup and my phone call with Ari that day is about a month. And somewhere in between, Louis and Ari started having relationship issues because they lived hours apart and they were planning to meet up in New York. Don't ask me why, it was their plan. But when the date started getting closer and closer, Louis started pulling away further and further, saying Ari was being clingy and his mom didn't approve of her. Even though I was keeping tabs on their relationship because everything going on, Ari's just yapping in my ear about it. And I start getting frustrated because Louis asked for this.
Right.
Like, how do you ask me to pass you the ball and then drop it on purpose?
Yeah.
Now, bringing us back to our phone call, Ari goes on to show me screenshots of Andre saying word for word, "Don't give up on dating. You still got this 6'3" light skin that know how to sing waiting for you right here."
He the reason why Lightskins got their stereotype. He the reason why Lightskins got their stereotype. He's the reason why Lightskins got their stereotype, bro. That's all of us say, bro. It says, "Don't give up dating. You still got this 6'3" light skin." Bro, he said you still got this 6'3" light skin that know how to sing. Oh my god, this pretty boy ass dude, bro. Hell no.
No, I'm still waiting.
No. Real talk, bro. He tripping, bro. This is ridiculous. Oh no.
Nah, he gotta go. After that, I told Ari to be straight up with the type of relationship they had. And she admitted during the start, she had a crush on Andre and Louis. But Andre was already in a relationship. Plus, he already graduated, which would have made it even weirder if they started dating. But he still admitted to being into her while he was dating Kim, which explains why Kim never liked Ari. It's because she knew Andre had feelings for Ari.
Yeah.
So in some alternate twisted evil universe, there's a chance Andre and Ari could have gotten together. But because of my deal with Louis, I derailed any chance Andre had with Ari, which is why he was extra mad at me after their breakup. And need I say,
bro, all this sneaky stuff going on. Like, bro, you got a whole girlfriend. What the hell you mad at me for? You're not even supposed to be cheating on your girlfriend or thinking about that. So you mad at me because you got a girlfriend and you outrun your chances with Ari because I put her on with the next dude knowing that you in a relationship. You ain't supposed to be doing that. What you talking about? He tripping, man. Your little light skin, 6'3" light skin, know how to sing, man. You better go sing to your bed, boy.
almost 2 years after all this originally went down, me and Kim crossed paths again, and she confirmed the reason why she broke up with Andre and never liked Ari is because of Andre's feelings for Ari. Wow. And with all these ideas and new information flowing through my head, I was pissed towards Andre, towards Louis, towards myself, and I had finally grown a backbone to call everybody out. So I texted Andre, "Are you seriously trying to steal Ari from Louis?" And he replied, if you tell anybody or Louis about what I said, I'll tell your girlfriend what happened between you and Cam.
Whoa.
Anzai.
He said 25,000 likes. He got 38,000. Get what? Get what? We here for it, buddy. We here for it, Lemur. Post the third one, buddy. Post the third one. Matter of fact, let's go to the channel. Let's go to the channel. This was posted 2 days ago, so it might not be on the channel, but it is what it is. Oh yeah, see? It is what it is. But that's the end of this video. That's crazy. 6'3" light skin, and I'm gonna title that, bro. 6'3" light skin sang to it. Yeah, I'm gonna title the video 6'3" light skin, man. Y'all boys tune in, bro. Yeah, man, that's it, bro. Shout out to Lemur, man. Y'all boys like, comment, subscribe, bro. Keep God first. I'm out, man. Peace.